Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to this cozy little corner where stories come alive and where every life, no matter the age, carries wisdom worth sharing. Today, I want to share something truly meaningful: the story of Camila and the 5 hidden dangers of traveling after 70 that every senior should know. A journey of wisdom, resilience, and the joy of discovering how to travel smarter, not just farther. What started as a long-awaited vacation became a powerful lesson in awareness. From missed medications to heat exhaustion and even near scams, Camilla's trip was filled with unexpected challenges, but also moments of clarity and transformation. Through her story, you'll uncover 5 surprising risks that many seniors face while traveling, and more importantly, how to prevent them. These aren't just cautionary tales, they're guideposts born from experience for anyone who wants to explore the world with confidence. So let's walk beside Camila on a journey not just of miles, but of insight, growth, and the kind of wisdom that only comes with age and adventure. Traverse City, Michigan, nestles against Lake Michigan's Grand Traverse Bay, where cherry orchards sway in spring breezes, and downtown's Front Street buzzes with fudge shops, bookstores, and sailboats bobbing under pastel skies. Camilla Sullivan, a 72-year-old widow, lives in a shingle-sided bungalow overlooking the bay. Its wraparound porch strung with wind chimes that hum memories of her travels with her late husband, Tom. Once a fearless globetrotter, Camilla's world has quieted since Tom's passing. Her days filled with gardening, knitting, and wistful glances at old photos. A spark of adventure reignites when a friend beckons her to Savannah, Georgia. But a trip fraught with lessons reveals 5 hidden dangers for seniors on the road, reshaping her heart and her path forward. The April sun rose over Traverse City, painting Camilla Sullivan's porch in hues of peach and gold. At 72, Camilla sat in her wicker rocker, her gray curls catching the breeze, her arthritic fingers tracing the cracked spine of a photo album. Its pages were a tapestry of her life with Tom, snaps of them grinning atop Machu Picchu, sharing gelato in Florence, dancing barefoot on a Maui beach. 3 years ago, cancer stole Tom, leaving Camila to navigate a world that felt too still, too small. Her bungalow, with its lavender pots and creaky floorboards, was her sanctuary, but also her tether. Days blended into coffee with neighbors, book club debates, and FaceTime with her son Daniel, a lawyer in Chicago. This morning, though, a postcard disrupted the rhythm. It lay on her cedar table, its image of Savannah's Forsyth Park fountain, glowing under Spanish moss, sent by Ruth Carter, her college roommate, now settled in Georgia. Camilla comes south, Ruth's looping script urged. The azaleas are fireworks, and I'm craving our old chats. Don't let life pass you by. Camilla's chest tightened, a cocktail of yearning and fear. Savannah's charm called to her. Cobblestone streets, jazz drifting from porches, the promise of stories untold. But at 72, travel wasn't the carefree leap it once was. Her knees protested after pruning roses, her energy ebbed by mid-afternoon, and the thought of airports, crowds, delays, heavy bags knotted her stomach. Yet Ruth's words echoed Tom's favorite saying, scrawled in their travel journals: "The road teaches what the heart forgets." She sipped her chamomile tea, the mug's warmth easing her doubts. Could she still answer the road's call? Daniel's voice rang in her mind from their last call, his tone protective. "Mom, you're tough, but traveling harder now. Promise you'll plan carefully." She'd laugh then, brushing off his worry. But the postcard felt like a dare. With a trembling hand, she booked a flight to Savannah for May, her heart racing as she envisioned Ruth's laughter, low country shrimp, and nights under starry oaks. That evening, she packed cotton blouses, a wide-brimmed hat, her pill organizer for blood pressure and cholesterol meds, unaware that this journey would unravel not just joy, but dangers she'd never foreseen. As she zipped her suitcase, the wind chimes sang, a melody of courage and caution, urging her forward into a lesson only the road could teach. Danger 1. Physical overexertion's heavy price. Savannah greeted Camila with a humid embrace, the air thick with magnolia and promise as she stepped from the plane. Ruth, 71, waited at baggage claim, her silver braid gleaming, her arms open wide. Camila Sullivan, you glorious nomad. We're hitting River Street, Tybee Island. The works, Savannah's yours. Camilla's laugh bubbled up, her spirit soaring. But by the second day, the city's allure turned grueling. Savannah's historic district, with its iron gates and ivy-draped squares, was a maze of uneven cobblestones that jarred Camilla's knees, each step a jolt through her joints. A morning tour of Bonaventure Cemetery stretched into 3 hours, the sun relentless, Spanish moss swaying like a taunt above gravel paths. Camilla's sneakers, chosen for comfort, betrayed her on roots and stones, her breath growing shallow, her calves burning. By noon, at a cafe overlooking the Savannah River, dizziness swirled, her hands trembling as she gripped her iced tea. Ruth's eyes narrowed, concerned with etching her face. Camila, you're pale as a ghost. You've been charging like you're 40. Slow down, hun. Camila forced a smile, her pride stinging. I'm fine, Ruth. Tom and I used to trek the Alps. I just need a minute. But her body screamed otherwise. A pulse too fast, a fog in her mind. That night, alone in Ruth's guest room, she called Dr. Ellis, her Traverse City doctor, her voice small. Camila, you're not 40 anymore, Dr. Ellis said gently. After 70, muscle mass drops 3 to 5% a year, stamina fades, and overexertion risks sprains, falls, even heart strain. Data shows 30% of senior travelers face fatigue-related injuries. Plan shorter outings, 30-minute walks, rest stops, supportive shoes. Your body's talking. Listen. Camila hung up, tears pricking her eyes, not from weakness, but from realizing she'd ignored her limits. The next day, she swapped a marsh hike for a trolley tour, Savannah's pastel homes and live oaks unfolding without taxing her frame. She sat longer at cafes, savoring pralines, her legs grateful, her heart humbled. Physical overexertion wasn't just exhaustion. It was a thief, dimming joy, unless met with care. Camila learned to dance with her age, each step measured, each pause a gift. Danger 2. Medication mismanagement's peril. By day 4 of their Savannah getaway, Camila woke feeling off. Her stomach churned with an uneasy twist, and her head felt strangely heavy, as if packed with cotton. She blinked against the late morning sunlight, streaming through the guest room window, and reached instinctively for her pill organizer on Ruth's oak nightstand, only to realize it wasn't there. Her breath caught. Had she taken her blood pressure meds yesterday or the day before? Back home, her routine was sacred. Pills with oatmeal at precisely 7 a.m., a glass of water waiting on the tray, a soft instrumental playlist humming in the background. But here, in the blur of shrimp boils, ghost tours, and late-night laughter on wraparound porches, time had warped. Breakfasts began at 10. Day trips started early. Her purse, where she'd buried the organizer on day 1, sat untouched in the hall closet. Panic flared. She stumbled over to her bag, heart racing, hands shaking as she rifled through receipts, tissues, hand sanitizer, until she found it, a crumpled medication list, and her pill case, its compartments jumbled and uncertain. A near-empty water bottle rolled out beside it. Camila clutched it all and made her way to the kitchen, where Ruth sat sipping coffee by the window. "Ruth," she said softly, her voice cracking, "I think I messed up. I don't know what I took. I feel awful." Ruth's face tensed. "No messing around," she said firmly, rising to grab her keys. "My uncle forgot his diabetes meds on a cruise, spent 3 days in the hospital. We're going to a pharmacy, now." At Walgreens, the fluorescent lights felt harsh against Camila's sensitive eyes. She explained her situation to the pharmacist, Carla, a woman in her 40s, with warm eyes and an understanding tone. "This is more common than you think," Carla said gently, placing a clear daily pill sorter and a water bottle on the counter. "Travel disrupts routine. Studies show nearly 40% of seniors make med mistakes away from home. Missing a dose can spike your pressure. Doubling can be dangerous. Set phone reminders, keep your list handy, and always make meds visible." That afternoon, Camila returned to the cottage, reorganized her pills, and set alarms for 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. She taped her med list inside her purse, a small but empowering act. That night, she took her meds with intention, a quiet ritual, glass of water in hand, the nausea fading. It wasn't just about medicine. It was about reclaiming control. And in that small act, Camila felt steady again, strong, anchored. Danger 3. Dehydration's Stealthy Grip. By midweek, Camila had finally found her rhythm. The buzz of arrival had faded into a gentler tempo. Trolley rides under moss-draped oaks, shaded park benches where her breath slowed and her body whispered thanks. Savannah, with its slow charm and fragrant breezes, invited rest, and Camila, after days of adjustment, was starting to listen. But the riverboat cruise on the Savannah River would test her anew. The midday sun blazed unrelentingly, bouncing off the wide deck and turning the floor beneath her sandals into a griddle. Camila, entranced by the pelicans swooping low over the water and the unexpected flash of dolphins dancing in the ship's wake, had forgotten her water bottle at Ruth's house. She shrugged it off, figuring a glass of iced sweet tea at lunch would be enough. It wasn't. By 3 p.m., her lips had cracked. Her temples pulsed with dull ache. Her arms felt heavier than they should, and a subtle but frightening tremor ran through her hands as she gripped the railing. The beauty of the river blurred around the edges. Ruth, ever observant, noticed instantly. She returned moments later with a cold water bottle from a nearby vendor, pressing it into Camila's hand. "You're drying out," she said gently but firmly. "You haven't drunk much all day. What's going on?" Camila flushed, sipping greedily. "I didn't realize. I thought tea would count. I'm usually fine at home. But this isn't home," Ruth said softly, concerned about creasing her brow. Just then, a fellow passenger, Dr. Lena Hayes, a retired nurse, stepped closer, having overheard the exchange. Her tone was kind, but clear. "Dehydration creeps up on us, especially after 70. Our thirst signals weaken, and heat only makes it worse. It's more than dry lips. Dehydration can cause dizziness, confusion, even stroke. Nearly 1 in 5 senior travelers deal with it. Water's not optional. Sip hourly, and don't just rely on tea or juice. Keep a bottle with you. Electrolytes help too, especially in humid places like this." That evening, Camila bought a clip-on water bottle and tucked a few electrolyte packets into her purse. The headache eased, her legs felt lighter, and the Savannah sunset, golden over the river, came into focus again. Dehydration, she realized, wasn't just about thirst. It was a silent thief of joy. But now, with each sip, Camila was reclaiming her strength, one drink at a time. Danger 4. Scams that prey on trust. One twilight, as the sky melted into shades of lavender and gold, Camila and Ruth wandered down Savannah's iconic river street. The cobblestones, worn smooth by centuries of footsteps, shimmered under the warm glow of hanging lanterns. River breezes carried the scent of pralines and salt, mingling with the sound of street musicians and chatter from locals and tourists alike. Vendors lined the street with tables full of handcrafted seashell jewelry, miniature lighthouses, and sticky pecan pies wrapped in wax paper. Camila felt light, alive in the way only a twilight stroll in a beautiful city can make you feel. That was when he appeared, a well-dressed man in a crisp white linen suit and polished loafers approached, radiating southern charm. "Evenin', ladies," he said, flashing a practiced smile. "I'm with Savannah Heritage Tours. We're offering a free exclusive mansion visit tomorrow. Hidden gardens, secret staircases, the works. Just need an email and a $20 refundable deposit to reserve your spot." His voice was honey smooth, his pitch perfectly casual. Camilla's eyes lit up. "Oh, that sounds lovely," she said, already fishing for her wallet. But Ruth's hand shot out, firm and unshaking. "Camila, wait." Her tone held quiet urgency. She leaned closer. "This smells off. My cousin got scammed in Charleston. Free ghost walk, turned into hundreds lost. No refund, no tour." Camila paused. The man still smiled, but now his eyes had hardened, watching, waiting. "It's just an email," she murmured, torn. He seemed so kind. Back at Ruth's place, unease lingered. They sat at the kitchen table and pulled out a tablet. A quick search revealed warnings, fake tours, email phishing, credit card fraud. Too many stories that sounded far too familiar. The man's company wasn't listed on any reputable travel site. The AARP had even issued an alert. Seniors lose over $3 billion each year to scams. A staggering 25% of victims were over 70, targeted for their trust, politeness, and often limited tech savviness. Camilla's stomach turned. She pictured her account drained, her vacation shattered, her trust betrayed. The next day, she booked a mansion tour through a verified agency. The experience was breathtaking. Oak-paneled rooms, chandeliers, the soft hush of history beneath her feet, and entirely worry-free. She realized then that scams weren't just tricks. They were predators dressed as charmers, waiting for a moment of vulnerability. But Camila had learned. Caution wasn't fear, it was strength. Her growing awareness became armor, shielding her from those who preyed on goodwill. And in that wisdom, her journey wasn't diminished. It was protected. Danger 5. Isolation's quiet ache. As her trip neared its close, Camila felt a shadow creep in. Savannah was a dream. Its azaleas, its jazz, its river's pulse. But nights alone in Ruth's guest room stung. Ruth joined family for dinners, leaving Camila with her novels, her thoughts drifting to Tom's laugh. Their nights stargazing on foreign shores. Travel was meant to fill her soul, but without connection, it echoed hollowly, a canvas half-painted. One evening, scrolling her phone, she saw a senior meetup at a Forsyth Park cafe. Cards, coffee, stories, But fear held her back. Would she seem awkward, out of place? Ruth sensed the shift over breakfast, her pancakes steaming. Camila, you're radiant out there, but you're lonely sometimes, aren't you? Why not try that meetup? I found my gardening club here. It's how I survived moving. Camila traced her mug, her voice soft. I'm not sure, Ruth. I'm rusty with new people. What if I don't belong? Ruth's gaze was tender. Travel isolates seniors. We're far from home, our anchors. Loneliness hikes health risks. Depression, heart trouble, by 30% for those over 70, studies say. You're not alone in this. One chat could spark a friendship. Camila summoned her courage. Arriving at the cafe, its patio strung with fairy lights, the group, retirees swapping tales of Savannah's ghosts and markets, embraced her, their warmth melting her guard. She laughed over card games, swapped emails, planned a garden walk, her heart alight. Isolation wasn't just solitude, it was a fog. But connection was its sun, a radiance she'd carry forever. Back in Traverse City, Camila stood on her porch, Lake Michigan's waves a silver hymn under May's twilight. Her bungalow smelled of lilacs, her wind chimes weaving songs of Savannah's lessons. Her suitcase sat empty, but her soul brimmed. Her latest checkup showed steady vitals, her spirit unbound, her courage fierce. Savannah hadn't been perfect. Aches, fears, and stumbles marked the path, but it was alchemy, turning doubt into wisdom, fear into fire. 5 dangers reshaped her. Physical overexertion taught her to honor her body, weaving rest into adventure like threads in a quilt. Medication mismanagement showed her routine's power, her pills, a daily vow to thrive. Dehydration unveiled hydration's quiet necessity, her water bottle a loyal companion. Scams sharpened her vigilance, her trust now earned, not given. Isolation revealed connection's magic, each new smile a bridge to joy. Camila wasn't flawless. Some days, she skipped water or shied from crowds, old fears whispering. But flawlessness wasn't her aim. Fullness was. At 72, travel wasn't a sprint, but a waltz, each turn a chance to live, learn, love. She planned a Chicago trip to see Daniel, dreaming of museums and deep dish pizza, knowing she'd roam wiser, her lessons a compass for the road ahead. As she watered her roses, their petals soft as hope, she felt Tom's presence, not in loss, but in the bravery he'd always seen in her. Camila's journey isn't hers alone. It's a lantern for you, whether you're 70, 75, or 80, or dreaming of adventures yet to come. Maybe you hear the road's song, mountains calling, cities pulsing, oceans whispering your name. Maybe you've felt its shadows, creaky joints, forgotten meds, or the pang of being far from home, and wondered if travel's spark still burns for you. Know this, your wanderlust lives, your heart is boundless, and with wisdom, every journey can dazzle. The 5 dangers Camila met aren't chains, they're guides to roam smarter. Dodge overexertion by pacing yourself, stroll for 20 minutes, rest under a tree. Let your body set the tempo. Anchor your meds with sorters and alarms, turning doses into rituals of care, not chaos. Stay hydrated, a bottle clipped to your bag, sips warding off fatigue's haze. Shield against scams with sharp research and gut checks. Your savvy stronger than any hustle. Banish isolation with connection. Join a tour, share a laugh. Weave new friends into your story's fabric. You don't need youth's fire or endless strength to explore. Begin where you are. A train ride to a nearby town, a museum day, a festival's music. Those choices ripple. painting travels where you chase sunrises, savor new dishes, feel every heartbeat sing. Your age isn't a cage, it's a lens, deepening each vista, enriching each tale. Camilla started with fears, a widow unsure of her wings, but she flew. You can too. Right now, today, act. Dust off that travel dream. Book a ticket, pack water, list your meds, find a group. Talk to your doctor, your kids, your soul. You deserve journeys that thrill, roads that heal, memories that glow for decades. Don't let doubt or habit dim your light. Make travel your masterpiece, brushed with caution, bold with courage, vivid with you. If Camilla's Odyssey has lit a fire in you, stirred a hunger for the road, walk with us. This channel is a campfire for stories like hers, honest, heartfelt, brimming with lessons, to guide you toward vibrant years, no matter where you roam. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, share this with a friend, a parent, anyone yearning for adventure with care. Your support kindles more tales, tips, and inspiration, illuminating paths for seniors everywhere. Together, we can turn travel's risks into riches, safe, joyful, alive with wonder. Take that step now, for you, your dreams, a life that roams bold and free.